Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the studio, welcome to the channel. Whether you are new here or you've been around for a while, I want to welcome each and every one of you. This is a podcast where I go over and update on what I've been up to over the past week. And if you want to know all of the crazy happenings that's happened this past week, stick around. All right, so you stuck around. You must want to know all the details of all the craziness that happened. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. This channel is fiber arts related. We have all kinds of different things that happen here, not just yarn. There's everything from processing it, dyeing it, spinning it into yarn, and designing with it. That shawl there behind me is crescent shape. It is my own design, and it is with 100% my own hand spun yarn. So that's just a little tidbit. That's called You're the Inspiration. And you can check that out if you want to go over to the playlist, and it would be in the crocheted shawls section in that playlist. Of course, if you're looking for something, everything has a playlist, and if you can't find it, go to the all videos and scroll through there, because it might not have made it to a playlist. It should, but just in case, it might be in a random playlist, and that way you can kind of find what you're looking for, hopefully. So that also is my own pattern. I am working on getting it done. I'm still on part 2. As I said, it was a crazy week. So let's start with Sunday. This past Sunday, I'm sitting in here, I'm working on trying to create a set that I was happy with for me to wear to my glass blowing session that I went to on Monday. And I'm sitting here and I'm working on making these beads. I was able to get a I'm really happy with it. Implosion done. It's very similar to the inspiration for it was a poinsettia. So that and the small beads with it. I finished that. I got this earring done. I got to this one and I was working on it, and I was down to the final just few little dots. So I'll show you on this one. There's layered dots and separate dots. So the green ones are by themselves, and then the yellow is on top of another color. So here I was, I'm sitting in this room, I'm all hyper focused on it, and I'm trying to create these dots with this little itty bitty, stringer, and they shut the power off to the whole entire mountain. 93 people without power. So I'm in here in the dark, going by flame and flame alone, trying to create the bead, and it turned out okay. I was on the last few dots. They got misplaced. They're okay. I got a little bit of yellow up there, and just, they're pretty, but because that happened, I couldn't see exactly where. So it's kind of like moved a little bit, but I finished it. I got to wear the set to the glass blowing event that I went to. I say event. It was an event. Okay, so the Tamarack in Beckley, West Virginia, it's this big round building, and inside they have all kinds of different things that you can purchase. It's like almost like a glorified gift shop, if you will. So people, locals, as well as abroad can sell their items there, as far as jewelry, crochet, weaving, quilts, wood carving, glass blowing. There's just actual paintings, drawings, stuff like that. There's all these shops all the way around, pottery, all kinds of stuff. And one of the things with this is it's mostly a first come first serve for the tourist that comes through and would like to try to make something in pottery or try to create something glass blown. So that's kind of that gives you the overall idea of it. So I go in and I look it up on the computer. I'm able to actually notch out a session, and it's only 20 to 30 minutes long. Okay, so I went ahead and I paid for my session, what they ask for a down payment, and then you go in and you do whatever you paid for. Mine was a glass, and I'm still waiting for it to come in the mail because it was cheaper to pay for it to be shipped than to drive back up there and back home in my 1 ton. So I said, yeah, just ship it to me. Well, it hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it'll be here Monday. Hopefully. I cannot wait to show you all it in my hands, cooled, all of it in just its glory. So I did that on Monday. That was fun. It was mentally exhausting because I absorb so much when I'm in situations like that. I am just a sponge and I'm trying to soak it all in. And, you know, while I'm watching this, I'm also catching this and I'm seeing what's directly in front of me. So that's how my brain works. It takes so much in at one time that it is very overwhelming after a session like that. So I came home and I took a very long nap and felt recovered. Tuesday, I get up and go to feed the horses, and I have a choked horse. I have 2 horses that are chronic chokers. One, he's pretty good and not too much of an issue, knock on wood. The other one, it's like every year or every other year, at least once, he chokes, and it's bad. It is to the point that I really need a vet out because it's been hours of him being choked. Now, when they're choked like that, nothing's going down into the stomach, it's going into the lungs. That was at very early in the morning, and about 2:30 in the afternoon, he finally cleared his choke. Getting a vet to come out on top of this mountain in the middle of nowhere is next to virtually impossible. So the husband was coming home. We were going to load him up in a horse trailer and we were going to haul him somewhere, either to a vet in Virginia or meet a vet in Virginia. One way or another, we were going to haul him somewhere and get him tubed, or hopefully the ride would help. Thankfully, that did not happen. So that was Tuesday, basically, all of Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I'm in here and I just finished a row on that tutorial. And once again, AEP shut the whole mountain off. No power again. Well, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but it's dark in here when there's no power, so I couldn't record. Well, that was pretty much all day. All day. No power. It got like 90 degrees in the house with the windows open. It was miserable. So finally, the power comes back on. We move on. Finally, Wednesday is over. Thursday is my live. So I tried to do what I could do before my live and then my live. Then Friday, I did a little bit more, was able to get a little bit more done, but I still had catching up to do over the past week as far as house stuff, farm stuff, and so on. Phew. It was a crazy week, you all. So we're here now. It is Saturday evening. It's 5:30 my time Saturday evening. And I am coming to you finally with what the heck have I been up to this week other than all of that I just told you. So Monday's video is going to be different. It is not crochet related. In a sense, it would be later on, but right now it's not crochet related. I needed to prep for my Thursday night live, so I brought you along. I created a blend of colors and fibers on the drum carder in camera, explaining what I was doing and how I was doing it. So I took a bunch of fiber and let's see, I used some of the rose pearl top and some Angelina, silver and blue. And I created this layered effect of colors. And then I took it off in roving style, roving form, so that way I can spin it Thursday night during the live spin and chat. So that's Monday's video. And here is what I ended up spinning. Now, I didn't spin all of this during the live because Thursday night's live was insane. It went with the rest of the stuff that happened. I went live and you couldn't hear or see us. So I had to create a new live and get everybody over there real quick. 15 minutes goes by and I'm just now going live. And then I get booted out of my own live because I had a phone call come in. I'm telling you, this week was a nightmare. But so forgive me, Monday is not crochet related. It is actually how I created the fiber blend to spin Thursday night. So that was for that. Now, Tuesday is my lamp working day as of right now. It's just a journey of you all following and hanging out with me as I am on this journey. Along with the glass blowing that I did, it kind of all is intertwined. Well, this coming Tuesdays is I'm pulling some stringers, which I explain what that is and show you what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So that's lamp working day, and Wednesday, I don't know yet. If you got a suggestion, let me know down in the comments section and we'll see. So other things that I did accomplish this week was, again, I am working on the tutorial for that. I am on the second part and I did make it to row 19 of 22. So part 2 is only 10 rounds. Part 3, part 4 are 10 rounds apiece as well. So they're long, but I'm trying to get you as much detailed information in recording that shawl. So I did work on that. I also did work on the Christmas cookie, the study of the Christmas cookie by the Crochet Crowd. Mikey's got going on. I finished part 2 and I've started on part 3. And this is where I'm at. And all I'm using is mandala that I took leftover mandalas and put together. So I'm just working through those. So basically I'm using some leftover yarn, as we would call scrap. So that I did finish. Now we'll get back into the glass. For Tuesday's video, I did create these beads as well as pulling stringers. And here's a few other beads that I created as well. Not, let's see, Those are not in that video, just these simple pony-sized beads right here. So, and I also created the set this week that I showed you, created that. And I created the red chili pepper pendant and earring set. That is available as well as the others. They are up and able to be purchased. I also played around with some other ideas. I used some stringers that I pulled and created some dots and a wraparound twisty. I also created another implosion pendant. It's a little different than normal. I decided to just pick up scrap, leftover little bits and pieces to make that, and see what happened. So that's what I ended up with that. I have one more on that wire to show you. However, I want to show you these first. So I made a set, an earring pair of eggs. So I can't eat eggs. I'm allergic to eggs, but I made 2 pair actually. These are not available yet in the Etsy shop. If you are interested in them, you can reach out to me via email. So there's 2 set of egg earrings. Now, I said I had one more on this wire to show you. This was my attempt at doing bacon. First attempt did not go so well, but nevertheless, I did try. I was told it looked like steak. So anyway, those are the beads and things that I created this week. Now, I did not put out the post on the Facebook group for you to send in your pictures for me to show in today's slideshow. I knew that today's video was going to be long, and I had some emailed pictures that I wanted to show you and catch up on some of that type of where those pictures were sent in, and I either missed them or I didn't get them in last week because they came after my video was done. So we are going to add them in next, and then after that will be the channel credits. So the credits go to the channel members, and that's whether you purchase a membership monthly or if you were gifted one. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as well. So we're going to go ahead and get into the pictures of what was sent through email to me to show you all now. All right, so first we're going to start with Chris Kaleidoscope. Chris Kaleidoscope sent in 2 pictures, and I believe it's a front and a back. I could be wrong, but it is a small pillow. She said thumbnail size. Check these pictures out. Little, oh my gosh, but super cute. I'm guessing it's for like a dollhouse. I think, Chris K, let me know down in the comments section. Super cool. So that was awesome. Thank you for sharing your little itty bitty pillow. So next up we have who I kind of dubbed her in live chat as Kanati, because you know it's always funny, knife and kanat and things like that. So anyway, she is naughty by nurture. Can't get it to work right. That's why she ended up dubbed Kanati. So anyway, she sent in a few pictures to me, and one of the pictures was this awesome version of my beanie. which was the painted pony beanie. So thank you, Kanati, for working that beanie up and sharing it with me, as well as the other pictures. Love them. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next one. I have a viewer that sent in, it is not fiber arts related, but nevertheless, this is amazing work, y'all. So all of what I'm about to show you, Michele has made by hand. Every bit of it, carving it and staining and all of that. We're talking woodwork and we're talking stone. So to start with, I'm going to put a little picture up that's going to explain and let you look at that while I talk for a moment more of her work. So she has really, really beautiful stone carving skills. She's been doing this for 50 plus years. Amazing work. Let's go ahead and take a look now that you've seen that as to what she has to present. I'm going to show you in that order of pictures. I think they're absolutely amazing. That particular email I can't get into on my computer to read from it, or I would have already been reading from it. But I'm just going to go ahead and insert these stone pictures and let you all check these out. I know there was an angel one, there was an owl one, there was some seashells. There's a mother holding a child. There's just amazing work. And most of it is alabaster stone, and it's just beautiful. When it is carved and polished, it is just absolutely beautiful. My sister-in-law's ex-husband is from a reservation in Bemidji, Minnesota, or near Bemidji, Minnesota. And his parents are art teachers for, like, I want to say the reservation school or a college. It's pretty big. And they both do art. Well, the father carves stone and has amazing stonework as well. The one that he was creating when we were there was this beautiful bald eagle, and it was just absolutely stunning. It was like taking, this boulder and turning it into something. So that was really cool to get to witness. But I mean, Michele's work here, y'all, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of vision of what it will be. You're not looking at a pattern. You're not following anything. You're looking at this raw stone and carving something absolutely amazing with it. So with your hands, you're making this beautiful artwork. So I really wanted to highlight Michele, Chris K, Kanati. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful work. Thank you very, very much. This gives everybody else a chance to see what came through email instead of Facebook, because not everybody's got Facebook. Appreciate it always. All right, everyone. I have kept you guys long enough. And from me to you all, be blessed, be a blessing. And until next time, bye for now. Let's run those credits.